to adjust my camera. Hi, crafters. Oh, let me first take a sip of tea. My spoon out. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to come on and tell you about what I've been up to the last few weeks because I didn't do a live stream for a while now. And it's because I was designing a lot of new dies, I was designing a lot of new items, and the confession I have to make is that I kept a secret for you guys. I told about it in the last live stream, but now I finally, well, I'm sort of able to show you what it is and talk about it more. So, hi, Crystal. How are you, sweetie? I'm doing fine. So, what I've been up to. And hi, Erica. Hi. Hi, Barbara. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Hi, Aya. Thank you all for being here. I'm having, well, I have a confession. And the confession is, as you know, I have let them produce 3 new enamel paints, but that's not it. And at this very moment, 6 people already ordered all 3 new pins. And those 6 people, including all the people that order before the 18th of December. So your order must be in before the 18th of December. If you order all 3 new enamel pins, you will get a free gift. I promised. I kept my promise. If everything goes well, I will have the enamel pins and my nutcracker dice in tomorrow around noon. And next Wednesday or Thursday, I will have the free gift in. And I will tell all about the new gift. And I will show it as best as I can because I just don't have them in yet. Hi, Francine. Oh, you did. And so you will get a free gift from me, and I hope and pray you will like it. Um, where do I start? Okay, as you know, I will first show the first 3 for the people who didn't see them. But these are the 3 enamel pins I have available in my Etsy shop, and all the white parts. I know it's hard to see, but the scissors are a very faint pink color, and inside is white glitter. And so these 3 are available in my Etsy shop now, and I can send them out if I want today. It's almost evening here or nighttime here, but you know what I mean. Then I have 3 new pins made. One, and here I go again with my pieces of paper, I know, and I blew them up so you can see them better. But the first one, and I know also very faint, but it's a stamp. If you want to see very clear pictures, go to my Etsy shop because when it's a picture, it's always more clear than when I print it out on normal printer paper. And I'm sorry for that, but I can enhance the colors, but then you will not get um, the colors will look so bright, and I want you to know that you get a faint or a pale pink. I call it faint, but a pale pink. The second one is this washi tape design, and the third one, of course, is my glue gun. And it will have, in all the white pieces, it will have glitter. And here you see 3 stars. But again, if you want to see better pictures, go to my Etsy shop. They are very clear on there. And then I will reveal what I've done. When I made my new sticker sheets, because I made my George, my nutcracker that I call George, into these are the three sticker sheets I sell in my Etsy shop. So these three, but I was so in love with my George, with my nutcracker, that I couldn't resist to do something else with it. If you have looked on my, I believe, shorts, a YouTube shorts video, I shared a video from the factory who produced my keychains. I let George be produced in a keychain, and he is so cute. And what I did is I gave him a front and a back. So if you have him on the back side, it looks like you are looking at the back side of a person. So it's a double-sided keychain, because normally when you buy a keychain, let me take an example. I have one here. When you take an acrylic keychain, the back side is white. The front side is full color, but the back side is like a pale whitish color. How does Ben like George? He doesn't mind. And he likes him. Hi, Carmen. I'm sorry I did not say hi. Excuse me. So when you get George, it will be an acrylic keychain, but there is more to it. Pay attention, because I have so much to tell you. It will be a double-sided one. Double-sided keychains are a bit more pricey to produce. Trust me, I kept the price I'm asking for the George keychain as low as I possibly could, but there is something special to it. And for you, maybe it's not much, but I loved it so much. If you look in my Etsy, and I will see if I can um, get the picture on my phone so you have an idea on how it looks and you don't have to go over there to look. Um, what I've done, I've been looking for a clasp. So this is a clasp in a bow shape. You cannot buy it anywhere. I came across it by accident. I asked one of my contacts in China if he was able to get it for me. He was, but they are really expensive. And that's because it was produced for somebody special. That person gave permission to the factory to sell it, but not on AliExpress. So I was fortunate enough to get my hands on them. They only produce it in gold and rose gold. So, of course, I had to choose for rose gold. I would rather have it in silver, but they didn't produce it in silver. So, hi, Raggedy Girl. Hope you are doing well this holiday. Yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. So, I don't know if you can see on my phone, but this side of the bow opens so you can put the keychain to your keychain ring. So it's a clasp. And yeah, so I was so excited about this, and I had to keep it a secret because I didn't want you guys to wait for so long. Normally I do a pre-order, and yeah, I let you guys wait until I have it in. But now, if all goes well, I will have them in on Wednesday, this Wednesday, or Thursday. It depends on our postal services. I have a picture of the two keychains. It's on my phone also. They look a little bit blurry, but that's because there is a protective film over the keychain. So when you get the keychains, you have to pull off the film, and then it's perfectly clear. And I don't know if you noticed, but I also produced a second keychain, and that keychain I will give you for free if you order all three of my enamel pins. I have to do that with an order of all three enamel pins because of the price. This week I was shocked and at how much things cost. For example, I have them. No, how do I say that correctly? I asked the factory to produce two more keychains. I will show them in a bit to all of you. Um, but I will tell in a second. I first like to show you this one. Yeah, see, that's because it's printer paper. You can hardly see it. Go to my Etsy shop. You will see the keychain the best. But all people who ordered the 3 enamel pins will get this keychain for free up until the 18th of December. After that, I can't give them away for free anymore. Um, but I like to show you an example what I did. I didn't take out the cards, so I make all my backing cards myself. And the reason why I make my backing cards myself is because the prices they charge only for a backing card are so high. I was shocked. And the MOQ, the minimum order quantity, is 30,000. I had something like, okay, I don't know. I think I don't know even 30,000 people. So, and if I would order it at the factory, they would ask me 80 cents for each card. And that was the cheapest one I could find if I wanted 400 GSM paper with my own design on it, etc., etc. This week I found out that packaging, and I as a crafter do it too, so I totally understand. But what we do not realize is what packaging costs. It's so outrageous what they ask. So what I did is I designed for the other two keychains that are being produced today or tomorrow. So they are not on their way. So I didn't put them in my Etsy shop yet. I will show them in a second, but it's also on printer paper. I know, but I designed my own backing cards for those because those are a kind of a bit longer. I will post some pictures, but I made a bookmark. This is 350 GSM paper, so very sturdy paper. And I designed the background as a bookmark. So when you later on buy those keychains, you will get this bookmark backing card for free. And I want things to be as usable as possible. I don't know if that's even a word, but I hope you know what I mean. Yeah, it's I was shocked at what simple things like bags to put your stuff in, like even these rubbish bags that we normally hate that we get our dice in from AliExpress. Those for I believe 50 or 100, $4 or $5. That's not much, but then you have to add the backing cards cost, the shipping cost for both products, and so on and so on. So what I was shocked at is all the cost that involves in packaging, just packaging up your stuff in a nice and in good way. So when they arrive, they will be whole and not damaged. For instance, I ordered, let me see if I have one here. I ordered these envelopes, and these are very sturdy. These are very hard and almost not bendable envelopes. These envelopes cost me about 80 cents each. That's just the envelope. We all throw them away. At least I do. Or when it's a good size, I will reuse it, of course. But 80 cents, a backing card, 80 cents, a plastic bag, 4 or 5 cents each. If you count that all up, only packaging will cost almost a fifth or a sixth of the price of the product itself. So Yeah, it's not to complain, don't get me wrong, but it's just to explain to you why sometimes a price looks high, but it's just to cover all expenses. And when I get a die in, I throw away the plastic and the backing card. I have my own system to store my dies. But if you realize what as a value you throw in your bin, it's a lot. That's something I, yeah, didn't realize sooner. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say it. Yeah, it's all become very expensive, Francine. Sorry, I need to take a sip of tea after all the talking I do. So the other keychains, because for the other one, so for George, this one, the keychain of George, the keychains of the because that keychain is also double-sided. This is a cuddlebuck. If you go to my Etsy, you will see a clear picture. But it's a cuddlebuck, and on the cuddlebuck it says "I heart paper crafting," and it's also a double-sided one. And this one will come with a heart clasp, a silver heart clasp. Let me see. I don't think I have a silver one in here. Oh yeah, I do. So that one will have this silver heart clasp. I had one, so I knew what I was adding on to those. So the cuddlebuck will have the silver heart clasp, and the other, so the nutcracker George will have the bow clasp. I wasn't able to order as much bows as I wanted. So yeah, I had to pick and choose what keychain I would do the bow. Hello, Dina. Hi, Fatima. I didn't miss you. Yeah. See, you can do it. So, yeah, for these, because I already made all my backing cards. I did that today, and it was a lot of work with cutting them. But I had fun. I had something like, um, if I can save myself a lot of money, I can save you a lot of money because I don't have to put all the packaging costs into the price of the product. So I did all the extra effort to make them myself, and that way to be able to offer them as cheap as I possibly can. Of course, I will make a bit of a profit on them. That's, yeah, I think that's not more than normal. But yeah, I kept it as low as I possibly could because I see custom keychains are selling now between 9 and 16 euros on Etsy. So that's between $9 and $16 on Etsy. And I had something like, that's outrageous. I don't want to pull your arm out, or however you call that. I did my best to keep it uh, yeah, as low as possible. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Kathy. I like George too. Ah, thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. Well, again, it's a piece of printed paper. It's very faint. I know. Trust me, I hate the fact that I need to do it like this, but and please know these two keychains will not be in my Etsy shop right now. I estimate around the second week of January. That's what I estimate right now, but I wanted you guys to see it. I made the word Happy Mail into two keychains. And um, is there a way I can post those pictures? Maybe I will post them on my community here on YouTube later after the live stream so you can see them very clear. I always like to see things very clear too. Um, so excuse me for only doing it through a piece of. Can I have something onto the back so you don't have the glare? It's a piece of white paper too, but here I put some gray shading behind it so to make it clear that parts are see through, but it's happy mail with all kinds of hearts on it, and it will have the heart clasp. And the second one, because that's with less hearts, but in an other font, it's this one. And I will promise that I will post the pictures of the designs um, onto my yeah, I think community, my YouTube community. I think that's the best way, so you all can see them. I will do that later on, but I didn't do it now because, yeah, the fact that I also have to wait until they are in. If all goes well, they will be produced today or tomorrow, but then it will again take 2 or 3 days until they are ready for shipping, and shipping takes about 10 days to arrive to my house, and I pay extra for that too, so I have them fast. When you created the tiny flower dies, which I use all the time, did you create poinsettias or holly leaves and berries? Well, it's a good question. I'm having the hardest time to convince sellers to take berries and branches, and I personally like them too a lot, as you know. That's the same thing for, and um, what I did in my Etsy shop, I reduced the price for them. I designed these gecko leaves. That's how they are called. I can't do anything about that. That's the official name. And I still am left with about 40 die sets. And I had to reduce the price because, yeah, they aren't selling as well. And as you know, I'm always upright and upfront with if things go well or not go well. Here you see them. Let me see if I cut them out of gold paper. There are a lot of embossing lines in them. And this is a single leaf, so you have an idea on how that looks. I like them a lot, but that's the problem with things that I like a lot, is that they do sell, but not as I would expect it to. And with branches and berries too, I love designing them. I offer them many times to sellers, but they all reject them. They don't want to invest in something. And I have to admit, if they sell as good as I'm selling them myself, I can understand why they don't want to invest in it. There is so much money involved in starting up an own business. You have to uh, consider packaging, and you have to consider the designs. You have to think about producing the products, shipping costs, in my case, custom fees, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I do my best, but I can't force them to take on a design that they don't believe in and they don't want to invest in. Uh, it is what it is. I have 40 die sets left. And so I don't know when I'm able to. What I do once in a while, I add a branch or something to another die set, but most of those die sets are mini albums and more expensive. But I can sell a mini album in a second, but a set of branches, they all will reject. So, yeah, that's the same thing with word dice. I I know there are a lot of sellers interested in word dice. I get through my Etsy shop a lot of requests for particular words. I write them down, and ever when I make a set, I think about those words. And then sellers tell me, oh no, I don't like that word. Change it for that word. For example, I had made a set that was summer themed, and in there I had the word funfair. Somebody asked me for the word funfair. I put it in the set, but funfair seems something from England, or it's more of an English word. And in America, they use another word for funfair. So if an if an American seller buys the die set from me, they will ask me to change the word. So yeah, I'm in the middle and I do my best. More I can't do. So hi Evie, hi sweetie. So yeah, if all goes well, I will have the new three new enamel pins in tomorrow. And if you buy them, you will get. You have to wait a few days longer for me to ship out your three enamel pins because I will add the free keychain inside the same envelope. But yeah, you get it totally for free if you order all three new enamel pins. And yeah, let's do that. Also, if you order the first three enamel pins, I will throw in a free keychain as well. So the Cuddlebuck free keychain, not George. I'm sorry, but George is simply too expensive for me to give away for free. So I hope you all understand. Someday, maybe seasonal tiny flower die set. I hope. I hope to, sweetie. Trust me, I hope to. I personally would love to have more of those kind of die sets, but it's not up to me. It is what it is. Um, Usable is a word. Okay, thank you. Let's give her some thumbs up. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I do everything. I always try to think about um, what you guys want, and I always write those things down. But yeah, I also have to listen to the sellers who are willing to invest in some products if they want changes to it. Yeah, who am I you know what I mean. I hope so. I sure hope so. So I will post the pictures of the two Happy Mail keychains. I think it's better that I wait for a little longer because else I'm afraid that too many people will ask me where can I get it, and then I have to explain every single one that I can't put them in my shop right now. But the new new enamel pins are in there. The two new keychains are in there, and when they arrive, of course, I will do a new live stream to show them in real because I hate the fact too that I have to show it on a piece of fainted printed paper. You are unique. Thank you, Evie. I do my best. That's all I can do. But yeah, as soon as everything is in, I will show it to all when the new pins are in, when the new keychains are in. And don't forget, because I think I only have 30 left, that George is being produced in the cutting die set too, and that will arrive tomorrow. And when George is sold out as a cutting die set, I will not order more. So if you want George into a cutting die, be quick and order it because when he's gone, he's gone. I know I'm silly. Oh, but that's just because I had to hold back so long for so long what I was up to. And I had something like, I need to make a confession because normally I tell things up front and I don't let you guys wait for so long to tell about the new news. But yeah, it's to take out all the waiting for me to be able to show and tell and stuff like that. That's all I had to tell you, show you. I'd like to thank you for joining me. And if you have wishes regarding dice or whatever, let me know. Um, and I will see what I can do for all of you. Oh, and last but not least, I told you about a lady that was designing my background for my new YouTube banner. And today we came to an agreement that she isn't the designer for me. It's a long story. I'm not going to tell you all about it, but yeah, I didn't like the experience. That's what I can say. I had something like, no. it was a wrong choice to hire somebody for it. So I will see if I can make my own nice banner. Um, maybe maybe one day I will be smart enough to be able to do that. So the banner that's now on my YouTube will be there for a bit longer, up until I figure out what I want exactly. Yeah, I wish you all a nice day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your orders. I hope you guys appreciate my gift. It was a lot of investment for me, but at least then would be able to do something back as a token of my appreciation for all your support. I wish you all a happy new year. Sorry, happy Merry Christmas. And if I don't speak to you before that, a happy new year. Sometimes I mess up my English. Thank you, Crystal. A big kiss to all of you from me, and hope to see you soon in the next live. Maybe tomorrow or on Saturday, and else next week when all things are in and I'm finally able to show you the product. Bye bye.